Welcome back. And welcome back to my good friend here, Isabella, Top Teen Tunes, every Friday. And she submits her top 10 to Radio India Alliance charts. It's 180 radio. It's 180 radio stations around the world. This Isabella, you're a big time music influencer. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you
And
too.
yeah, so I can't wait. Let's catch up. We get to catch up again. What's been happening this week with you? Anything exciting?
Well, this weekend I went to Scarywood, which it's Silverwood, but basically for Halloween they changed it to Scarywood, and there's only some rides that work. It was the first year I've ever been, but it was really fun,
Was it
but it was
scary?
also really scary. Yeah.
It was
I didn't
scary.
expect it to be that scary. I also have never been to like a haunted house kind of thing. We have like a haunted high school here,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's a
But
haunted high
that's the
school.
one you go to every day, right?
Yeah, basically.
Your high
So,
school's haunted.
but there was this thing called Clown Town, and I did not like Clown Town, but I was getting
Clowns are
food.
creepy.
I was getting hot chocolate with my friend Allie, and we sit down, and I'm so thankful that we got hot chocolate then because they can't come inside. And so we sit down, and I just see a guy with a chainsaw chasing girls. And I'm like, I am so glad I'm not out there right now. So I would walk with like a big group of people, even though it was just Allie and I would pretend I know them so then they get scared and then I could just walk around them and leave.
You know, it would be scary, if like you were a crazy clown with a chainsaw or a mass murderer, like in real life. This would be
Oh,
the
yeah,
like the perfect like to go to a place like that and run around. Nobody would they'd
that's
think it was part of the.
that's what I think. And
You
you have
never
to go through
know.
like security thing and they call it security. And they're like, oh, let's check your pockets and blah blah. They don't have like a metal detector or anything. I forgot I had AirPods in my pocket and I forgot to take those out. But I had my like inhaler and my wallet and my phone. And so I showed them that, but I still had AirPods and it was very visible. And I like they checked my belt and all this stuff, but they did not even care about my AirPods. And I was like, okay, so people could be carrying potential things. Because I mean that is true. And then I saw one girl get
Where did you
stopped
put your chainsaw?
um in my shoe.
Yeah, your backpack.
Yeah. And then there was this one girl and she had really white face paint on and she had like I don't even know what the makeup. It was like clown makeup, but it wasn't really. It was odd. Okay, it was very odd. And they stopped her, and they're like, "Well, people are gonna think you're a scare actor and blah blah." So, but yeah, it was fun. But the thing is that there were these two guys. They were like 50 years old. I'm not sure, and they were like, "Don't run from them, or they'll chase you. So just stay there." And I'm like, "That sounds terrible." But how's a guy on stilts gonna chase me? I would like to see him try.
Yeah. Don't they know who they're chasing?
Yeah.
Isabella. Isabella can run fast and hide. Yeah, it just seems like, and you're paying for this, right? It seems like the
Yeah.
creep. Let's invite all the creeps to one area and scare
Yeah.
ourselves. And you never know where there's probably a few. If you dress up like that and you chase girls around with a chainsaw and you get paid for that, I think you got to have a screw loose anyway, a little bit.
Honestly,
There's
I would love
something
to do
wrong with
that.
you. You'd like to do it?
I mean, it kind of sounds fun. It depends. There
You
is a thing called Haunted Palouse, and you don't get paid. One of my friends did that, and she likes acting, so of course she would like to do that. I don't know. I think it would be fun, especially getting ready for
But it's not
Halloween.
you.
Feel like if you're not a little kid going trick-or-treating, then Halloween isn't that fun anymore. So, unless you're going to a party, and I'm not gonna go to a party. So, I mean, I guess that would be fun.
Is that
So,
do you say that because your mom's within earshot? I mean, is that wink wink? I'm not going to go to a party.
yeah, for sure.
Isabella, do you like to scare people?
Kinda, I love waiting around the corner when my mom's in her room and I know she's gonna come back and scaring her.
Good daughter. Okay, so we're here to poor Kelly. We're here to talk about all good things that are happening in your life and in your world. We've already touched on Halloween, but what's coming? Like, what's coming? Like, what are the trends? What are the hot topics? The things that you guys are talking about Halloween? What are you thinking about? What are you going to be for Halloween?
Okay, that's the thing that I wanted to talk about because I don't know what to do anymore because now I'm at that age where also I don't want to go to parties because I don't like my grade and I don't like anyone else's grade. I kind of just like my house. So I used to be an extrovert. I'm now introverted because high school scares me. But um that's the thing is Allie and I were talking about it and I'm like, should I trick or treat? Because half the girls are trick or treating, half the girls are going to a party, and I'm not going to that. No. So, and I don't really want to walk
What if you
around.
threw your own party with people that you like?
Exactly. That's what I did
Horror
last year.
movies,
And then
candy.
everyone showed up. And I was like, hey, you weren't invited. And they did not care. They just walked there. I was like, great, great. And also, I don't want to be rude and be like, hey, you weren't invited. And then
That's how you
they
throw a
are just like,
bouncer.
and then they're like, oh, well, I have to go back and call my mom to get me. So that's just embarrassing. So I'm like, you know what? I have food. Just walk in. But then my
You
house
can
got
stay.
trapped in my dorm room. So we're just not going to host it anymore. No.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Well, it sounds like you're figuring it out. Maybe just eat some candy. Do you like candy?
that's what Allie and I were talking about. We were like, what if we just buy candy and ice cream and make sundaes while watching scary movies? So I
Yeah.
think that's what we might do and get matching pajamas. So then I have a reason to buy pajamas because I need some.
You need a reason to buy your pajamas that you need.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I bet they'll be if you find Halloween themed pajamas, they'll probably be on sale this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get some good
Marshall.
deals.
Marshall.
The Marshalls. Okay, there we go. Now we got your plan. Well, you got to let us know next week what. So your pajamas are your costume, basically. So you'll have to let us know if what costume your
Okay.
pajamas were. Okay. All right. So then we're going to talk some music. You got a top five for us. I can't wait. And I love your number one, by the way. Have you read those lyrics? You've probably heard them, but have you read them?
I haven't read them, but I've
Pretty
heard them.
powerful. They're pretty good. I was going to actually read them to you, and then I thought that'd be boring. So I'm not going to give it away. So number five,
Okay. My number five was Above the Storm by Stick Figure.
it's a good one. So stick figure, I haven't really listened to them. Are they kind of reggae a little bit, all like through for all their music, or is it just that song?
Oh, for all their
I
music, I
like
would
that
say.
song. Okay, number four.
Number four was Rolling Stone by Brent Faiyaz. I don't know how to say his last name.
Okay, well, sounds good to me. I don't know the difference, so
Ah.
sounds right to me. Number three,
Number three was Pep in My Step by Doughboy.
good one. I had to find the clean version of that though for the
Yeah,
radio. That's a good fun one though. I like that. Does it give you a little pep in your step?
it does.
Um, what do you think about my questions for you? Are they pretty pretty bad typically? You can be
It,
honest. They're pretty
it,
dorky, aren't they?
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I had a pep in my step, Jeremiah. Move on. Number two.
Okay. I Get the Bag by Gucci Mane and Migos.
I put that song in another soundtrack, a different one, not this show, but another one. I like that too. Good choices. I would say you've been doing the top teen tunes and the Radio Indie Alliance chart for and the top five for maybe five shows, six shows now, Isabella. And you have not disappointed one time. You knock it out of the park every time. I did see a comment from your mother, if you don't mind if I bring her into the conversation. Um, she said your list was eclectic.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. Now, how do you like to get comments from your mother? Does it
It's pretty good.
does it feel like it's creative stifling you creatively as finding your music or
I
no?
mean, it's better than a bad comment.
Yeah, you'll take it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, it is eclectic and it's very good. So I think you cover a lot of good genres and a lot of good artists. And I
Thank
think
you.
you're a little more country than you think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, drum roll. Number one.
Okay. Number one was DNA by Kendrick Lamar.
Yes, this is a good one. I like this one. So we're playing this in its entirety right when we finish and wrap this segment, Isabella. Isabella's top 5 for the week. And you can check out our top 10 on Radio Indie Alliance. Go to Radio Indie Alliance, check out our list, rate them. The more they get played around the world, the more they get liked and shared and all that. Isabella's artists go up the chart, and every month there's the top 100. I'd love to see one of your artists at number one. So listeners, make that happen. I know Isabella's got a lot of fans out there. Make that happen. Okay, TikTok. We got to know what's going on TikTok this week. I still don't know how to use it.
Okay, so TikTok, I was looking through TikTok. Usually when I watch it, I don't really examine everything, but I did find things that people have been doing, and it's boo baskets, like BOO, like boo for Halloween. Because,
Boo
everyone wants
baskets.
gifts. Like everyone wants gifts because they're like, okay, Christmas you get gifts, birthday you get gifts, Easter you get gifts, St. Patrick's Day I get gifts. Because I don't know. My mom she used to make me put shoes out there and then the leprechaun would go and bring me stuff. And so
What did the
now,
leprechaun bring you?
they would bring me, those caramel apple suckers because I loved them when I was
Mm,
little. So she would bring me those and just candy.
little leprechaun.
So everyone just wants a reason to give people stuff, especially because now girlfriends want things from their boyfriend. She's like, "Oh, look, a boo basket," and then he's obligated to give it for her because then he'll feel bad. So
So it's
yeah,
basically turning into another holiday where your significant other should buy you something.
basically. Because I
Mhm.
mean Valentine's Day and then all
But
those. So
yeah, but the boo basket, I would think that would include a lot of candy, but because it's Halloween. But I bet, like, what would you want in your boo basket?
okay,
And this is a
I got
hint
it.
for all those boys out there listening. What, Isabella,
Okay,
you can make her
first of all, the
happy.
basket.
Okay. Got
First
the
of all, I
basket.
got the
Gotta have the
basket.
basket.
Um, it has to match my room. It can't be ugly. I'm sorry, it can't. Okay.
Now, do you want to
And then
disclose how to match your room?
yeah, like a white one or grayish or a
Okay.
black one. I don't really care. I don't really want it pink because I don't know what I'm gonna put in it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So now we
And
got the
then
basket. Matches your room.
yeah. And then I want a blanket, like a Halloween themed blanket, so then I can pull it out on Halloween and be like, look what I have.
Got it. To go with your
And
Halloween
then
pajamas.
yeah. And then a candle. And I don't know what scent. Actually, I really like coffee scented candles. My mom got me one and it was amazing and it's just I love it. And
Smell like
then
a cup of coffee.
yeah.
That is
And then
that's the best smell in the world.
yeah, and then a gift card to Starbucks because they have a really good fall menu. So I obviously need that. And then candy, like chocolate, because I
Mm.
don't really like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't like sour candy. I hate it. I don't know why people like it so much. I think it's gross, tastes bad, and apparently citric acid is really bad for your teeth. That's what my dad told me.
Uh,
So we're not having any more of that.
86 Sour Patch Kids. No more.
I I don't like Sour Patch Kids. I've never really liked Sour Patch Kids. I don't know why.
Okay, so we got a candle that smells like coffee. We've got a black, gray, or white basket. We've got we want to do some candy and there's some chocolate though. No sour anything.
No. Oh,
Um,
also bath salts and bath bombs.
there you go.
Oh, and funny.
I was thinking that that might be coming along because then it's more like it's like one of those gift baskets that you like a spa basket.
Yeah.
Mm, okay, I like it. That's a hint. There's a checklist for you listeners out there that want to send Isabella a boo basket. That's what everybody's doing. You should be doing it too. All right, last thing we want to talk about here. I think I did these out of order, like you were supposed to tell me your top 5 right at the end, but that's all right. You got there's a topic every week. Isabella is very she's got a great perspective. She walks through life asking the question why. And so different things come to you and you're like, why is it like that? So this week's why segment. What are you thinking about? What are you asking why about, Isabella?
Okay. Why do people leave you on open or like red? like on red.
Okay, so
I
you had to
don't
explain it to me, explain it to the listeners too, just in case.
Okay, so on Snapchat or I would say messages too. On messages, it's different because you can send read receipts so you know when they leave you on open, like the time they left you on open, then the time they replied. Like, oh, thanks for replying. 2 hours later, I answered my own question. But the same thing on Snapchat, it doesn't matter. It doesn't give you a reason. They will leave you on open. I don't know why. Like,
So it's
why?
like
It doesn't,
you sent a message, but they didn't read it or open it.
they opened it, they read it, they just decided, oh, I'm not gonna
They
reply.
didn't respond.
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
I don't like it. A lot of some girls do it to guys, or some guys do it to girls. I don't know how guys work. Uh, but
There's a psychological thing going on
yeah,
here,
they
maybe.
do it because they don't like you, and then you kind of get that vibe, and you're like, oh, okay, thank you. Or I don't know, they just want to do it because they're mean. I don't
Mhm.
know. I can't handle leaving people on open. I don't know why. I just don't. I think it's kind of rude.
You feel like you got to get back right away.
Yeah.
But but isn't that sometimes a pressure that you just wish you didn't have? Like, I don't really want to talk to anybody right now, or I don't want to answer
That's
you
why you
right
just don't
now.
open the message.
Okay. Now I'm come to think of it though, Isabel, I think that you've left a few of my text messages unopened
Oh, yeah.
or
That's
unanswered.
also because I forget to reply.
I just play with you. I like to tease you. You're a lot of fun, and that is a good question. Why? Why?
Thank you.
I don't know. If you've got the answer, send us your answers to Jeremiah at thejeremiahshow.com, and I will promise not to leave it open. Or DM me on anything, or Isabella, because I don't know how people can get a hold of you yet, Isabella. I think we're
Mm,
leaving your
sorry.
location and your contact undisclosed for now. I think you're just a figment of their imagination and their minds. But if you have an answer for, do you do this? I want to know. It's an interesting question. And it doesn't mean that you don't like the person, or does it mean that you're just too tired to reply, or that you read it and you were doing something else and then you forgot to get back to them? What is it? Um, Isabella, I do not think that the reason for you could be anything near the answer of they don't like you for some reason. You're too likable.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for bringing up the good questions and all the great music. I appreciate every single. Well, now we're doing every other Friday. Isabella, top teen tunes and top trends on TikTok and what's happening in her life. It's always fascinating. Keep up with the exciting world of Isabella on the next show. Isabella, good to see you.
Thank you. Good
And
to see you too.
here's Isabella's number one song, Kendrick Lamar, DNA.